Benjamin Sesko is on the verge of joining Manchester United. That deal seems to be fast. He's fastening and is on a speed length. I'm talking about Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United. But I want to say something. It's a good sign. It's good that Man United are going for a striker. They need a striker. They need goals in that team. But looking at the player and the coach, the pattern of play at Manchester United, Ruben Amorim adopts a 3-4-3 formation. In that formation, that the three attackers up front, they roam around. It's more like a first nine. I know he had Vitor Gyökeres at Sporting Lisbon and it worked. Vitor Gyökeres is not really that most 18 striker. He roams around. So I've looked at Benjamin Sesko. I don't think Benjamin Sesko is going to fit into that style unless he's going to change. Unless he's going to change that style of his pattern of play. Talking about Ruben Amorim, but Benjamin Sesko is not that kind of a striker that will fit into the Amorim pattern of play. I know Amorim is a stubborn manager. He wants to be stuck. He's stuck in his philosophy and formation. So the way he plays, he needs a striker that roams around the 18-yard balls in and out of the 18-yard balls, comes into the midfield, drops deep, do some things so that the other three forwards would actually enter into space to score goals. Just like you had other players, the likes of Francesco Trincao. You also had other players that played around, Vitor Gyökeres. Sometimes he would allow it, dropping deep, Trincao would enter inside. So at Manchester United, you need that roaming number 9, that roaming striker. And Benjamin Sesko is not really that kind of a roaming striker. Unless he's going to change, unless he's willing to change. Is that the manager or the player is going to change something? But for me, only one case would have been that number 9, that striker. He's a perfect fit for that kind of a striker that Ruben Amorim needs in the system. But I have a reservation about only one case. I've already done a video, said something about that. You could go check that out. He's getting old. He's getting to 30, and he's not really that big striker that United should go for. I feel the club should actually look elsewhere. Benjamin is spending over. I don't have a problem with the amount they're going to pay or signing him, but is he that kind of a striker? You look at your team, you should build your team in the image and likeness. Let it not take him time to come and adapt into the system of the club. People now start trolling him around. Why did we spend this kind of money on this guy? Why did we sign this guy? Just look at what is a perfect fit, a perfect match for you, so that it will not take time. Because football waits for nobody, time waits for nobody. By the time now, it takes him like 5 to 6 months to gel. But that season now don't they go far. The season is already getting old or something like that. So Amorim and United should go for a striker that fits his style. That's why I always use Pep Guardiola as instance. He's a case study. He's the benchmark. 70% of players that Pep signs, they fit into his philosophy. They are the kind of player he signs players that are in his image and likeness, that plays the way he wants them to play, not players that has a mismatch of his the kind of attributes. There are attributes he looks out for, and that's something that Amorim should look out for. He's signing players that fit into his attributes. Matheus Cunha, Brian Mbeumo, they all fit into that attribute that Ruben Amorim wants or looks out for. Or he should look for a striker that actually is in that mood, is in the mood of that roaming number 9, which Benjamin Sesko, with what I've seen of him, he doesn't really have those attributes of a roaming number 9.